what's up? This is Talk Football with yours truly, Mr. Blitz. Check it out. 16. That's right. 16 weeks already in the books. It's 17 weeks of football because of the bye, So we got 16 weeks in the book. Week number 17 is next week. Let's get it right here with these two teams, for real. Playoff bound teams. It just depends which seed they're going to be in. You feel me? You know where the Colts are going. The Steelers are going backwards. As of today, that's probably changed. You feel me? All right, so check it. The Indianapolis Colts took that 10-3 record to the 11-3 Pittsburgh Steelers. And the Steelers finally got a victory after a 3-game losing streak. Steelers beat the Colts 28-24. But check it out. Big Ben, he had a good, solid, productive day. Check it. 34 for 49, 342 yards. Not one, not two, but 3 touchdown passes. Zero picks, no interceptions. The past 3 weeks, Ben Roethlisberger been playing like, how can I put this? Because I don't curse on my show. You feel me? He been playing like, use your imagination. You seen how he been playing for the past three weeks, right? He haven't been reading the defense properly. They're not running the ball. Let me slow my roll. Check it out. Now, even though the Steelers won yesterday, if you'd have seen how the game took off, the first series, the Steelers get the ball. Yeah, I got to run this down to you, Steeler fan. I'm one of them, but I've been watching these cats since forever. And after 11-0 start, you feel me? So I'm going to tell you why the Steelers won and what do you guys have to look forward to in the next few weeks. I'm referring to you Steeler fans. Mr. Blitz got all the answers for you cats. Check me out. Now, you see the game yesterday. The Steelers started out on the first series a 3-and-out. I mean, it's like the same old thing. I'm like, I got to break this down. And not only I'm talking to you about because it's a big game, but I'm also talking to you cats if you don't really know how in the hell did the Steelers get 11 straight victories and now they can't even buy a game. I'm going to tell you why. Check it out. The Steelers started this game, the first series, 3-and-out because the offensive game, the game plan that they have, their passing game plan they have, Steelers do this. Quick slants or sideline pass. It's like a short running game. Them short passes is really a running game. But the reason the Steelers implement this, taking a lot of pressure, trying to take some pressure off of Big Ben Roethlisberger, because he's been able getting sacked a lot over the years. So they're trying to get the ball out of his hand in 2 seconds. But that short passing game, like bam, bam, drop back 2 seconds, bam, sideline, Chase Claypool or Juju Smith-Schuster or Dante Jones, Eric Washington, wide receiver named Washington, Eric Ebron, all those players, James Washington, all the Steelers got a potent wide receivers. That's what the Steelers have. So they're trying to get the ball out of Big Roethlisberger hand quick. Bam, bam. For the first 11 weeks, Steelers was cutting it up. The defense is on point. Lead the NFL in sacks. Lead the NFL in takeaways. So they was busting teams up. Beat the Ravens twice. When they was Ravens are back now. Tennessee was 5-0. Steelers was 5-0. Steelers bust them up in Tennessee. Beat Baltimore in Baltimore. So it was like, man, the Steelers can't be beat. You know what the problem is now? Even though the Steelers won today, I'm going to clarify some stuff for you cats. When the teams get ready to play their opponent, they look at the game film and they see what you do, not to mention what you do best. And the Steelers don't have no run game. They do that short pass, bam, get the ball out of Ben Roethlisberger hands, and the receivers just do their thing, So now week 12, week 13, week 14, it's the defensive opponents They did their homework. They like, yo, that's all the Steelers do. When they do that, if you look at the losing streak of the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? It started with Washington, and then they got to Buffalo. You know, they look, and then of course with the Bengals, which is unbelievable, that loss. You see the defensive back just looking at the quarterback like this. And he's coming up because he see the receiver cutting right in front of him. Watch the quarterback two-step drop. Not even a two-step drop. It's like, boom, not even a two-step drop. So the defensive back and the defensive scheme against the Steelers now, they like to go with the short passes. So the other teams are on to your game plan. That's why the Steelers lost 3 straight. Because the teams did their homework. Steelers got 11-0. Let's see what they do best. Oh, that's what they do. They throw short passes, slants over the middle, and quick release to the sideline to the receiver, and the one blocker is in front of the receiver so he could get some yardage, or the slant patterns. They took that away. And plus, number 2, the Steelers don't have no running game. They barely run the games 10, 12, 14 times a game, averaging 20, 30, 40 yards per game, maybe, if they lucky. With no running game and that short passing game, the slant patterns and the sideline passes, the defense is on to that. That's why the Steelers did what they did today. They exercise some other stuff, as of you got to throw passes down the field, get the defensive backs to open that baby up. And that's what the Pittsburgh Steelers did. Big Ben was throwing some passes down the field, 3 touchdown passes. You feel me? You see how the offense went, even though they still don't have no running game. But they have to get out of them quick slants and the sideline passes and throw the ball vertical down the field. You feel me? That's why the Steelers won today. They opened it up, even without a running game. Now, check this out. Now, the Steelers, you look at this game, the Steelers, they should have been down 21-0 at the half. They should have been, for real. If it wasn't for Phillip Rivers fumbling the ball after a strip of the football in the Colts' own territory, the Steelers are covered at the 5, and James Conner ran the ball in for a 3-yard run or 2-yard run, and it was 21-7. They should have been losing 21-0 at the half. They was losing only 21-7, and Ben couldn't do nothing in the first half. I ain't lying. Excuse me. So I'm like looking at the game like this. I had my hoodie on too. I'm like, you feel me? I'm like, but I'm keeping it real. I ain't trying to play favorites. I'm telling you why these cats can't do much, because of what I just explained to you, Pittsburgh Steelers fans. You feel me? All right, so listen. So check this out. Steelers was down 21-7 at the half. The second half, that's where Big Ben and company did work. They outscored the Indianapolis Colts 21-3 in the second half. For real. So, and with that victory, the Steelers clinched the AFC North division title, which was coming because Cleveland is on their heels like a mug, But Cleveland went to New York without 5 of their top receivers due to COVID-19. They on the list. The Jets beat them 20-13, or was it 26-13? No. I think put it this way: the Jets beat the Cleveland Browns by 7 points yesterday, and they couldn't get no offense due to what I just said. The Cleveland Browns didn't have 5 of their top receivers. So I mean, damn. So if they would lost, Cleveland lost yesterday, and if Steelers would have lost to the Colts, they still would have won the division. But since the Pittsburgh Steelers won the division, they had the Pittsburgh Steelers won, so they won the AFC North division title. So Cleveland still got to play next week to see can they even get into the playoffs, because they lost yesterday. And now, check this out. Now, Pittsburgh clinched the division, right? Now, they probably shouldn't even play their top players, because Pittsburgh defense been dropping like flies. Devin Bush is gone, and Dupree, defensive lineman, that was on the opposite side of TJ Watts, that's one of the Watt brothers. That's his name, probably TJ Watts, One of the Watt brothers. How about that? Getting them confused right now. One of the Watt brothers is on that side, and Dupree, which tore his ACL, he's out. So Pittsburgh defensive back, Pittsburgh defense players on the defense been dropping like flies lately. So I'm thinking, Mike Tomlin the coach for the Steelers, gonna sit his top players. Ben shouldn't play. They already clinched the division. Cleveland got to win that game next week in Cleveland, because that's where the Steelers got to play next week. So Tomlin probably going to sit his top players because they don't really need to play. They really don't. For real. Seriously. Now, check this out. Let's talk about what the Steelers got to do to go deep in the playoffs, and possibly get to the Super Bowl. KC is the #1 seed, which the road to the Super Bowl has to go through KC, if you cats didn't know that. All right, Steelers was the #1 seed, but they lost 3 straight. So they fell under. KC kept winning, which they got a nail biter. They beat the Atlanta Falcons yesterday in a nail biter, 17-14. They probably should have won if the dude would have intercepted the ball in the end zone in KC. He dropped it. You can't give Patrick Mahomes another chance. Guess what? He lit it up for a touchdown pass. You can't do that. He got to catch it. They probably could have won that game. You just don't know. But if you give him a second chance, that's what great players do. They beat you. Yeah. Ask Tom Brady. He good for that. So, check it out. KC is the #1 seed. Pittsburgh is the #2 seed. So they clinched the division. They just got to sit in the cut and wait, Now, what do the Steelers got to do to get, like I said, get deep in the playoffs and get to the Super Bowl? I really believe they're going to have to stop playing checkers, meaning, this is what I do. I jump you, you do. No, you got to go think chess now. I told you, cats, football isn't checkers, it's chess. Teams find a way to neutralize your best player or come up with a good defensive scheme to stop what you normally do when you beat everybody. Pittsburgh was beating everybody 11 straight weeks. Now the team's caught on to their game plan, their offensive game plan. And look, Steelers 3 straight losses. They found the way to open it up because they was throwing the ball vertically, not them just short, quick slants. So now Pittsburgh need to find a way to run the ball. They got to do that. They're going to continue to do that in the playoffs, I believe it, because they were still doing it today. I thought they was going to switch it up. Nah, forget that. We got to pound the ball. We got to get some yardage on the ground. I know we can pass. We got to get some yardage on the ground. Pittsburgh take that same philosophy into the playoffs by just passing. I don't believe the Steelers going to go far in the playoffs. So I'm telling you, you Steeler fans, you're going to have to slow your roll. The reason why the Steelers will not go deep in the playoffs or even get to the Super Bowl is because that passing game that they have, stop, drop back, bam, throw it to the sideline, or send some slant patterns over the middle, them quick slants. The defense is on that. You carry that into the playoffs, I don't believe the Steelers going to go far. They have no running game. Defense got to ground and pound. They got to get tough. Snot coming out of the nose, hit cats in the mouth. Got to run the ball. They just have to. That passing game that they have, you probably thinking, well, KC got a passing game. KC passing game is vertical. You see what Mahomes and them boys, Kelsey, Tyreek Hill, you seen what them boys could do. KC game is vertical. Pittsburgh ain't really like that. So you thinking if they could do it, KC could do it. Nah, Ben isn't Patrick Mahomes. Nah, Ben is a veteran. He's been around for a minute, but I don't need to get all into that. The only way Steelers going to get to the Super Bowl, they got to run the ball more sufficient. They have to. You just got to. The game might be tight in the playoffs, and Pittsburgh going to have to get a first down. I mean, a yard, maybe 1 yard to put the game away. And instead of passing, they're like, nah, you got to run. Don't run that mess in there. And that's going to cost them. It's going to come back to them. Because they can say, oh, yeah, Pittsburgh couldn't run the ball. When they need to run the ball, that's why they lost. They couldn't run it. And I believe that's going to be their Achilles heel. Not being able to run the ball when you need to finish the game off or out. Run it. So, that being said, Pittsburgh won today. Won the AFC North Division title. It's all good. Let's see what's coming in a few weeks ahead. Next week, Steelers don't have to really win. No, they don't have to win at all. After that, it's playoff time. One and done. You win one game, you move on to the next round. You lose, you're done. You go home. You feel me? You feel me? All right, so check it before I get up out of here. Won't you, where we at? Where we? Yeah, there it is right there. Did I? There you go. Hit on that subscribe button. Holler at your boy. Leave me a comment. Leave me a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4 thumbs up. Let me know you feeling me. Yeah, no. Don't let this hoodie scare you. I still got skills, you know. I know what I'm talking about, all right? So, check it. This is Talk Football with yours truly, Mr. Blitz. Like I said, holla at your boy. I'm going to come at you guys every chance I get to give you those football knowledge, because the playoff is about to start and it's going to get real. It's going to get real. I ain't lying. Regular season is good. Playoff is another level. You feel me? All right, check it. So if you guys aren't home, make sure you continue to wear your mask, be safe, stay out of trouble, and sit back and enjoy one more week of regular season football, and then the playoff bound, Super Bowl bound. That's what I'm talking about. That's when it's going to get heated. You see, I don't want him to get out of here because I want to still continue to talk to you cats. But check out next week, and then after next week, all the brackets and the seeds from 1 to 8 or 1 to 7. I think they added another team in the playoff bracket due to what's going on. So it's going to be nice. Check it out. Sit tight. It's going to be real. You cats, have a good day and be safe. Peace.